I'm just saying, Ozzy, that Cheetah started recording and you weren't live on Facebook. Hi, Unicorn. I got this when I was 2 from Father Christmas. Yes, I need to unscrew it to find out what type of. I know what the size of battery is. It's the big round ones, but there's a D and a C. So there's 18, 1 to 15 on white, and 1 to 13 on black. And I was composing an opera not long after the treatment for cancer, and I came dashing in to Mum. I went, Mum, and I said, I'm awfully pleased that I got this. This would have been overwhelming, is what I explained to Mum. But you only really compose, in one octave type thing, and this has got what 1.5 or whatever it is, two, perhaps. And Mum went, I'm awfully glad you said that, because every so often in my life, I think to myself, Elizabeth did better than you. Like, she got but I picked it out. And but Elizabeth let me use her beautiful keyboard. I bet she still has it now. She taught her son to play with it. So, Tammy, F sharp major. come, peace be with you. Sif male rib. Only God is perfect. And also, when the master played the organ and the scribe was writing down what he played as best as he could, the master would go, "That's not what I wrote." If it's not in the key, the master will go, "I play what I play. If it sounds right, it sounds right. It was good enough for the king and the bishop. Bishop said it was perfect the way it was. You write it the way I played it." And so that's when you put sharps and flats, when you see them in the... But only God is perfect. But in this era of fake artificial intelligence, Meta totally stopped publishing my stuff on Instagram, but I can still use you as a convenient means to throw things on Facebook. Well, that makes no sense. You make no sense. Artificial intelligence is bullshit. AI, that's why you call it AI. Why? Because it's a brand. It's not real. It could be anything. Anyway, but in this era, it's important that humans highlight the humanity. Well, the lights and things is so I can study the quantum world, etc., etc. However, ask a 3D artist for animation to replicate mirrors, reflections, and lights, and it's stupidly difficult, time-consuming, and expensive. So, my cheap lights, whilst Namaste, Thakur, I do want to call you. I just don't have a lot of energy. But I think about you all the time. You're a big presence in my life, sir. You don't speak English. And I don't speak Hindi. Although namaste. Hi Rama, hi Rama. Such a beautiful man. You got me home safely. Anyway, so we were talking about the lights. So, if humans make mistakes, AI can't copy. I mean, it makes mistakes, but it's not AI. The super powerful databases. Well, it costs a lot of money, doesn't it, to keep them? So they must really think there's a lot of profit in the future for storing everything. And so AI, if I'm live here, you can see with the lights, etc. See how the light changes? That's expensive and extremely difficult to do. Yes. I don't know. 360, it took to Beauty and the Beast before they could do it in animation properly. However, in the waltz scene, tale as old as time. Daisy. Yes, so the lights and the mirrors on the wall and stuff, they're there for my amusement because I like to study light. Well, you know. To be in my family meant you were a particle physicist, etc. Well, theoretical physics is more... Theoretical anything is more suited to me, although I'm good at working in the land, or was before. My treatment. So, where were we? Namaste. What a good man. So we've done F sharp. Oh yeah, so since I rubbished AI, etc., Instagram's got awfully ploppy. It's because, well, considering that no one's been able to watch anything new for 36 hours, I've still gained about 13,000 people in 36 hours. Average over the last 30 days. It's gone up from 171 to 184,000. And yet no one can watch anything new. I couldn't believe how many people were watching and liking old stuff. Well, they're the ones that you're harming, not me. They get pleasure out of it. But over 2 million pro rata, it's over 2 million a year, isn't it? And increasing. even allowing for the 9,000 people that wanted to look at my bum. It's really not worth looking at. But I'm not tied in with advertisers, am I? And that upsets them massively. Namaste. Hari Rama Hari Ram. Thakur. B.R. Thakur. I wonder what the B.R. stands for. You're a beautiful man, a good family man, and a man of the community, and a good man in a time of crisis. I love you. Namaste.